Hi Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and I'm here with my Project Life album from 2013. It is now March 2014 and I did not start a Project Life album this year. I've been doing it since 2009 and it doesn't mean I'm not going to do it this year, but I don't keep up with it on a daily basis or a weekly basis. So I'm wondering if it's the best medium for me or not. I don't know. So this was 2013. It doesn't look like I did a title page. Okay, so what I did was I wrapped up 2012's Christmas. Okay, so this is kind of where 2013 started, and I usually start out like pretty good, you know, like most of the things are getting filled in. I'm doing some journaling like at the time, so that's great. So I did a whole bunch of journaling here, and I'm really glad that I did, but I didn't add any photos. That's easy enough to fix because I have all of my photos in my my computer in chronological order by month, so that's fine. And then we did a ski trip and we did karate, so a lot of this is filled out. Now some of my layouts only have photos. This is one of them. I usually don't use a lot of embellishments in Project Life because I feel like the book is already thick enough, so I don't do much in the way of embellishing, but I do like to take memorabilia from our life and throw it in there. I also date, like in the beginning of the year, I go through and just date all of the whole book. But again, I haven't started the book for 2014. And so I'm a little bit torn about that because on the one hand I have this series of books that are now 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, like 5 years of Project Life I've done. And so I kind of wonder like if I should stop or not. And so I don't know. But this is like, so this isn't totally completed. And while I'm not thrilled about that, like I have a lot of empty spaces here, it's not the end of the world to me either. But I do feel like I should go back and fill in the gaps. Am I especially motivated to do that? No. Maybe I will be someday. I don't know. So now we're through June, and it looks like I've totally stopped journaling. Well, I did a little bit there. So I think I journal a little bit sporadically. But I'm pretty good at like adding in the photos. Yeah, we took a trip to Georgia. And they started school. And so the part I like about this is you can like flip through this album in, you know, 10 minutes or less, and you can really get a feel for the whole year. And that aspect of Project Life, like I really like that. And I like to see like, oh yeah, we did this commercial, you know, we helped our friend who was running for mayor with this commercial, and oh, that was in October. I like October 2013. I like that I can see that. It's a nice visual. So I think that in that respect, I would kind of like to keep going with Project Life. I don't know. I don't think I need like 4 spreads for each month. So I'm thinking like maybe be a little less specific about the dates and just do months. So that's kind of where my head is, and here we are in December 2013, and now we're into January 2014, which is now. So, but I don't have anything added. And this goes through like February. So my dilemma is this, I guess this page stays with this book, but then this next page would go with a new book, which I have not created at this time. So one of the things I'm wondering about is, can I fit 2014 in here? And the book is pretty full, so I'm going to say probably not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to look for an empty album. I have a whole expedit full of scrapbook albums, and I have several that are empty. So I will be able to find one for 2014. I think I want to find an album, find the pages, and then I'm going to set it up by month. And I think I want to include 2 years. So it'll be 2014 and 2015 into one book. So I will be right back with all that goodness. Okay, so I'm back, and I apologize. I have my washing machine going, so you're probably getting a lot of background noise. So I had this on my shelf. It is a Becky Higgins or Project Life album that I got at Michael's at a discount, and it's already full of, this is where I've been storing all of my Project Life type pages. So what I want to do with this book is kind of get myself set up for 2014, 2015, and I know that this isn't this book isn't like it's not set up at all. So I want to set it up, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. Now I have all kinds of different page protectors in here, and so I'm not totally sure how I feel about that. I have, so in the back of the book, it looks like I have kind of set them up though so that different types are all together. So this is one type, and then here's like a 4x4 type. None of them are just that basic, like standard, I think they call them like type A. I don't know what they call them. These are just some really oddball, I don't know what to do, because my page protectors, like some of them are really weird sized. So I almost want to like pull all of these out and not use them. But then I've got to find a different album to store them in, so I'm not going to worry about them, the rest of them for right now. So let's see what we can do to get this album kind of set up. I did, before when I was doing something else, I had a 12x12 piece of cardstock that was, it's like the months of the year. So I thought about using these cards to just designate the different, So this is going to be the opener, like the 2014 title page. And then this will be January. And usually the title, like usually my month is going up in this left-hand corner. I guess that works. It doesn't, I kind of think what I'd like to do instead is put it over here. Just to, so that way when I'm flipping through the album, I can just flip real easily and see. So I want to do as many of this type A page as I can. So there's February, and March, Okay, so what I'm running into is I have some of these old cards where I did write the dates on them, so I'm just going to change those. They're not going to be, that's going to change. They're not going to be perfect at all. And I might not even use them. Also, I do think that Project Life process videos are like the very most boringest thing to watch. So if you feel that way too, do not despair, because I don't normally do Project Life process videos. My main deal with the process videos are regular old 12 by 12 albums, but I really want to just get myself set up for my 2014/2015 Project Life album. So yeah, I'm probably not going to use those, but here's March, and so what I need to kind of April, and then what I can do is if I have this consistency of the type A page protector, then I can put other types of page protectors in the in-between, but it would be good to keep that consistency at least for this. Yeah, that's my plan. So let's see if we can find more of those type A. I don't think I have any more, so I might need to think up something different to do. And the sort of good thing about that is I do have time to order more of those pages if I want to. But I think that, let's see if these will work. They will. So this is a really weird configuration. It is, I don't even know who it's by. It's Plate Productions. I have no idea. But I can still get that effect of having that little card over here, so I'm going to use these. And then they're real weird. That's okay. Let's see if I can get these set up. So I'm okay with this album being quite jumbly, because, you know, it's where a lot of ephemera goes. It's where, like, pictures that don't necessarily match go. I don't try to match or have a color scheme or really anything like that with my Project Life pages. I just, you know, if I'm getting pictures and journaling in the book, I feel pretty good about that. Okay. Okay, this is really frustrating because now I don't have the rest of the year, so it's quite jumbly. But I think I want to just work with what I have, at least for now, rather than switching it out or getting on the internet and ordering something. Oh, here's a few more of those. Good. Yay. This is a few more of those Plate Productions. Oops, maybe not. Maybe they're not. There we go. I'm not really sure where I got these. I almost think that I've had them for like a really long time, and they were for storing embellishments. But I just don't know. So there's November. It would be really cool if I have one more. I don't. Of course I don't. It's okay. So one of the things I do in my videos, and what I try to accomplish with these videos, is to show you that you can work with what you have and just keep going. So even if you feel like things aren't really working out the way you want to, it doesn't mean you have to stop the process. You can keep going. So January, February, March, April, May, June. July, where did August go? July, August, September, October, November. So I just need one more, and I think I could use this last one, yeah, as my December for 2014. And so then I put the divider in the back. So then 2015 will start after that. I'm not going to think that far in advance at this point. And I also know if I'm looking for a divided up page protector, I can look in this album and that's where they're going to be. So I'm going to leave the rest of these page protectors still in the book. My Project Life albums don't really get handled a lot, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so this is going to be 2014, and I do have some. So I cut up some. What do you call it? I cut up some 12 by 12 pattern papers, and they have. I can't talk. I'm sorry. They've got 4x6 journaling cards that are going to fit just fine right here. So let's start with those. And I'm just going to put these in. Kind of feels like it ought to go up here. And I don't want the two banners to go together. Yes, that's overthinking. I discourage overthinking. So I'm just going to put these in, and then what I think I want to do with this one is to put the date, and I'm thinking like really large letters, maybe in black or white. And so I have a couple of drawers of letter stickers, so I'm just opening up my drawer and want to look for letters that are kind of large, and I'm looking for numbers, not letters. Okay, not really finding anything that's super catching my eye, or that I'm super excited about, but I just want to get this process started. So I could go with like this orange color, orange is one of my favorite colors. I don't have an orange that I like. I could go with just the white or the black. I think I like I think I do like the idea of orange. But I'm not finding any flat letter stickers. I know you can't see it. I just try to narrate, so I just don't move this around too much. So I'm going to look into another drawer that I have that are stickers. And I have them arranged by color. And so I'm looking for orange. I'm not finding them. Let me look in one more place. I have 2 drawers of stickers. So because I have 2 drawers of stickers, I'm not going to buy any more until these drawers are significantly less stuff in here. Okay, I don't have any. Boy, this is getting a little frustrating. I don't have any orange. I do have I've got gold. You know, gold is pretty trendy this year. But I have the right size, but it does not include numbers. That is frustrating. So if you cannot find the perfect thing, I say just do something. So I am going to use, I have these letter stickers. They're white. They're from American Crafts from several years ago, and I don't think they're all that exciting, but whatever. It's okay. They don't have to be. Okay, so it's 2014 right now, right? I don't think that shows up enough. Does this? So I feel like this is redundant now if this doesn't say. But I don't feel like that white shows up enough. Does it? I don't know. Maybe it could be subtle. Maybe it could be my year to be subtle. Probably not. Let's see. Let's just lay it on there, and I'm not pressing down very hard. I don't think I really like this. I really don't. So I'm not going to do that. One thing that I do, oh, you know what I'm going to do? This is what I do. I just remembered. This is what I do when I cannot find the letter or number sticker, the color that I want to use, is I will get out my Copics, and especially if I have white, then I can get exactly the right color. So I'm going to stick these right back onto the sticker sheet, and I'm going to get my orange Copic out, because I think that orange, like, even though I don't try to be too matchy-matchy, I think it would be nice if I had orange, orange, orange. So visual triangle accomplished. Let's do that. So I have a markers drawer right close by. And I have this little container full of Copics. And I'm pretty sure I have an orange. I don't see one though. That's kind of a bummer. I've got this color. It's an artist pen. It's called Scarlet Red Artist Pen. I think I've used this once before and it doesn't look especially red. So I'm just trying out the color on like a punctuation mark, an asterisk, to see. And I think that is a little too bright. I want a little bit more muted of a color. Am I feeling like I'm getting way too picky? Yes. I feel like I'm getting way too picky. How about navy blue? Let's try that and see what that looks like. I'm going to do the same thing as I'm just going to test it out on something else and kind of see how I like that. I think I like that. So let's go with that. So I can stop already. Okay, so we want to make it say 2014. I was doing a layout about Christmas recently, and I put a date on it, 2014, and of course, we're not there yet. And so someone left a comment to let me know, so I thank you for that. I did correct it on the layout. I didn't go back and correct it on the photo of the layout that I posted online, but it's correct now. Because that is, well, everything doesn't have to be perfect. Like, the date ought to be correct especially if you're close in time to it. Okay, let's see how these look. It almost feels like these need to dry a little bit. No, maybe they don't. Okay, so here we go. And I'm going to start in the middle. I think I like that. They almost look like they have a watercolor effect. Because, I don't know if you can see that, but I don't think you probably can. But they do, trust me. There's like a little bit of variation in the color there. And watercolor is the trendy thing this year. So let's be trendy for a little bit. Sorry, my washing machine is almost finished. It's a really bad video. I'm not known for my awesome technical skills in the video department. And so if you put up with me, thank you. So this is 2014. That's how I'm going to remember that. And I'm going to put my letter stickers back. And I'm going to put my Copics back. And now on the side of the album, what I want to do is to label this with 2014. Does that need to be cute? I don't know. Maybe. But I haven't been making them all that cute. So I am just going to get a piece of tape and let's see. I don't know. Feels like it ought to be a little bit cute. But I don't feel all that patient. I think I just want to try some letter stickers on the side here, and I'm going to try for black, so they'll be easy to read. If these aren't the letter stickers I use forever, that's okay. So I just need some smaller ones, but large enough to be able to see from across the room. Let's see. Seems like I ought to have some little black letters. I'm not finding any though. Okay, I have some ugly ones from a super long time ago. They're really ugly. When you have letters like this, or numbers like this, you might want to consider getting rid of them. But, I don't know, I haven't. So that's really ugly. I think they're even too ugly for me, my taste. Okay, I'm not using these. And what I really should do is break out my donation bin, and if I had it handy, those letters would have gone into the donation bin. I keep a bin in my scrapbook room that where I put all of the things that I'm going to donate, and I think I found something. Okay, these are little black letters, and they're not as ugly, so better. And I'm going to just, I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but I'm going to put the letter stickers on the side. I'll show it to you when it's finished. It's not going to take that long. But this way, I have all of my scrapbook albums labeled, and they're kind of temporary labels, but it helps me to, identify what's in them, like, easily. And so that's something that I want to continue, so it's enough, important enough to stop and do it. Okay, I don't have a number 1. I'm just going to use... Well, maybe I do. I have a little number 1. I don't really want a little number 1 though. Well, it's probably okay. I used a little number 1 anyways, but I'm going to use a big number 4. So I can really tell that that's 2014. So this is what the side looks like. I know that's empty. Sometimes I put a picture in there. But most of my albums are labeled right up here, even above this little bracket thing, which I don't know how you're supposed to get anything into these. I don't know. I haven't messed around with these enough. But, so this is the beginning of the album. And... And so I have a couple of, so I try to keep these little cards around so that when my kids say something funny, I can write it down. So my daughter said, that's not my only goal. That's just my goal for a job. And that was Allison on becoming a brain surgeon. And then Mac, my son, said, I already talked this over with myself. And I was like, yeah, okay, self. Mac on staying up too late and sleeping all day. So, and these, I think were both from January, so I'm going to put them in to the January section, so that's going to be easy. So bada bing, bada boom, they're in. And now I also have photos, and these are from Shutterfly. So these were, and I looked on the back, and I think I printed them all at the same time, but they had the actual, oh, these are Walgreens. Sorry, some of them are Shutterfly, some of them are Walgreens, but these are the December ones, so they'll go back into my little drawer. These are the January photos. So we're finished with January, so I can put photos in. So now I am going to just put the photos in, and what's going to happen, and I don't think you can see the whole spiel here, but what's going to happen is some of the cards that I've already dated, I'm not going to use. So I'm just going to take those out and put in the correct ones. So I have 2 pictures of me getting my hair done. I don't need 2. Here's a picture of me with my iPad. So I don't think these old Project Life cards are really going to make it into the mix. So they're just going to go in my scrap bin. I have some pictures of me with my iPad because I'm doing, I took these and I didn't use them, but they were going to be for my, for the class that I'm doing over at Scrapped, Big Picture Classes. And so, I didn't use these, but I took them, so I'll just put one of them in there. Probably not this goofy one. I don't know. Maybe this one. It doesn't like, you know, super duper matter. Okay, then I have this photo of my daughter where she's wearing a little cowboy outfit, and I'm going to crop that down. So it's going to be 4 inches tall and a little bit under 3 inches wide. And I think I'll put it here. And that way that one moves. Okay, and then, so there's my daughter, and you know, that kind of goes with that journaling card, even though it doesn't have anything to do with anything. And then here's my son, and he's got a lot of different goofy faces. So I just need one picture of him. I think I'm going to use this one here. Or maybe that one. Yeah. There we go. And then these photos could just be used on a page or several different pages of, you know, other funny things that he says. But I like that one. Here's a picture of he and I. I'm just going to slide that in over this way, and a picture of our dog. Jessie is our new dog, and it looks like we went furniture shopping. Yeah, so, okay, so that photo doesn't go down there because, or this one doesn't go. What I try to do is, like, see the dog is looking up, so then I want to put, and the dog is on the floor, so that I want to have that photo be down. And then if I have a picture with sky, I try to put that up. So those are just the photos that I had handy of January. Not everything's filled up. I'm not going to worry about it right this second. And then, oops. Then I have, I thought I had some February pictures. I do. Okay. So these are February pictures. This picture is not from February. Huh. That's from December, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was. Actually, I think it was. Okay. Because it's my son's birthday in February. So I'm going to pull these dated ones out like I did before. And those are just going to go into a scrap bin that I have pretty handy. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to fill up some photos into the slots, and not all of these are going to work. Okay, I really like this photo. It's of my daughter and my husband looking at scrapbooks. And then there's my husband sent me a happy Valentine's Day picture because we were out of town. And that's me downtown. I think that happened in March. You know, maybe these dates weren't all that accurate. I've been really bad at keeping track of my photos. I need to like recommit to the whole Library of Memories thing. Or just, you know, really, yeah, recommit. So I've also been doing a lot of scrapbooking videos this year. So I took a screenshot. It doesn't print, you know, it didn't print perfectly. It's okay. I'm gonna put that, I think, down here. And so I'm sorry if this is like the most boringest thing you've ever watched. It's probably not, but so this is the month we went skiing, and so what I can really envision is I have a lot of those skiing photos, and I'm not putting them into the basic framework, but they should go into February, so that'll come. This is, here's my little daughter. Let's just cut her down to size. Ta-da. Okay, that's my son in front of the Lego Movie poster. I'm gonna crop it down, but you're still gonna get the basic effect of that. We took him to go see that for his birthday. And there he is with his Legos, and I think I will switch out that picture. Just moving these around just a little bit. Okay, I can put it over here. And our duck came back. So, yeah, this definitely needs to go in. We had a pet duck, and or a duck we helped to rehabilitate, and she came back in February. She went to the wild, and then she came back with her husband. So they've been around for about a month now. I expect that they will be gone again soon, because I think they have been procreating as fast as they can. And so I think the babies are going to be kind of ready soon. So we probably won't see them as much. But there's my duck and my dog. So they kind of look at each other through the glass, through the glass back door. So there I've gotten my 2014 Project Life album started. And even though like there's a whole lot missing, at least it started, so that when I get pictures back, now I will be able to put that into the, you know, it'll be easier than if I hadn't started at all. So I think you can start your Project Life album at any time. And I don't think you have to wait for the perfect time of year. And I also, one thing that I wanted to do was take some of these pages, and now I really know which album they're in, but intersperse these project pocketed pages into my regular scrapbooking. So I know where to find them. They're in this album, and that's it. Okay, thanks for listening. I'm Katie Scott.